commandment that it cannot be less than?
I don't think so, no. Why?
I thought it was 5 minutes and up.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't know, so I put a lot of step into it.
Okay, well, that'll be great then. Whenever you're ready.
Do you remember when you would rush to the mailbox and you would find a letter from your best friend? Well, it meant the world to you. Well, now in our days of technology and these days, you don't see as many handwritten letters anymore because we have things called smartphones. These smartphones have internet access, email access, they can take pictures, and they can text. Many people choose to text at the wrong time, during dinner conversations. Like when they're often rudely interrupted by parents saying, "Put away your phone and stop texting. Do you want to be grounded? We're trying to have a meal here." And even in movie theaters, they have multiple previews before the actual showing that all say, "Be kind to others and don't text during the movie, or else you may be asked to leave." And also, teens may be in the same room or even sitting right next to each other. And are they talking? No, they're texting. All these situations are rude to others and they cause you to not engage with the others around you. But that's not near to the most dangerous part of texting. The most dangerous part of texting is texting and driving. Texting and driving, people may think that texting is the quickest and easiest way of communicating on the go. Like texting your coworker that you're going to be late and to tell your boss. Or to tell your spouse that you're bringing Chinese takeout home. But what they don't know, even phone calling is dangerous enough while you're driving, but what they don't know is that thousands of people die each year just from people texting and driving, such as little messages as LOL, TTYL, and I love you. You see all these commercials on TV, and they talk about when people get hurt or injured or severely injured and almost die, or people that even do die. There's commercials on the radio where a man texted his girlfriend saying "I love you," and then he ended up in a car wreck and he ended up in a ditch. After he came out of that ditch, he looked up onto the street and there were 3 children's bodies. And as he was texting "I love you," that's when he crashed into another car and his car spun out of control into the ditch. 3 simple words killed 3 children. There's another commercial where a mother talks about her 10-year-old paralyzed son, where he cannot go out to play with the other kids anymore because he got hit by a texter driver. This driver hit right into his seat, and now he's in a wheelchair on a Vader and he watches as the other children play. They play about, and he's in his wheelchair watching them. And then you see all these commercials on the TV. They're all pretty much the same, but some of them, it's not even the person who got injured who's talking or who died, because it's their family members talking because they can't talk or they're dead. And so they all end the same way. They hold up a sign and they all say, "This was the text that the driver sent when I got hurt or when my family member got hurt." I can almost guarantee you that that second your heart drops all the way down to your stomach. And then you think, how can I help? I'm only one person. I can't do a lot in this world. Well, you can. There's a lot of different ways that you can help. The only reason that texting and driving is effective is because you take your eyes off the road for so long, you start swaying from side to side. And if you keep your eyes off the road long enough, then you can move into another lane, get off the road, or not even see a pedestrian. And you have to think, what lives am I risking? And the lives that you're risking is not only your own, not only the people in your car, but the people are in the surrounding cars. In the surrounding cars, all the people in those cars are affected by if you are texting and driving. The person behind the wheel might make the mistake, but the people surrounding that you don't even know might pay for that stranger's mistake. Many car companies and phone companies have tried to come up with many different ways to help with this, to come up with a solution that's guaranteed to fix these problems. They come up with Bluetooth, hands-free sets, and voice calls. So these Bluetooths, you have them in your ear, but you still have to click the button to turn them on. So that's not very effective because you still have to take your hands off the wheel. And then the hands-free sets, you always have to put them on somehow with your hands. But the voice control and the new model cars, they help because they say messages, when you receive a message, they say such as, you have received a message from Bill, and you can say open it, or you can say read it or ignore. And then you can reply just by talking, and you can send a message and read a message without ever taking your eyes off the road. That is an effective way. But another way that you can help texting and driving is put your phone somewhere where you won't be tempted to use it. You can, for instance, you can put it in your glove box, and you won't be tempted to get it because if you silence it, then you won't be tempted to reach it because you'll think that reaching into your glove box is too dangerous. Well, actually, texting and driving is way more dangerous than that. And so, if you put it in your glove box and reach down, I hope that the thought that you're risking multiple lives comes through your head, and then you'll stop doing that. The most effective way that you can help texting and driving is you can take the "It Can Wait" pledge. "It Can Wait" is a slogan that many companies use to say that texting and driving can wait. If you want to say LOL to a funny text, that can wait. If you want to say I love you to your boyfriend, that can wait too. If it's an absolute emergency and it's super important, then it's important enough to pull over. Even absolute emergencies aren't important enough to risk multiple lives. And so, if you know, 9 people die each day from texting and driving, and over 400,000 people are injured severely each year from texting and driving. If you take the "It Can Wait" pledge, it can help save your life and it can encourage others to save others. And so, if everyone in America took this pledge, we would have 3,000 more people in our country, 3,000 more families to be stable, and 3,000 more voices to be heard. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.